Guillermo del Toro sets the stage by talking about how graveyards are home to things that are both pagan and holy, and that the soil contains both secrets and treasures. He says that for rodents that live beneath our feet, it doesn't matter if an item is made of gold or wood, because it's a source of nourishment for them. But for humans, wood can be their last resting place, while gold can help them achieve their dreams. Cabinet of Curiosities Episode 2 Graveyard Rats, which is based on the short story by Henry Kuttner and written and directed by Vincenzo Natali, follows Mason, David Hewlett, who refers to himself as the steward of the Garden of Remembrance. In case you're confused about what he's talking about, he's actually referring to a cemetery. But his reverence towards the dead is fake because, after spewing empty platitudes at grave robbers, he robs said graves himself because that's his primary source of money. Where does that lead him? Let's find out. Major spoilers ahead. Why is grave robbery Mason's primary source of employment? The only thing that Mason is really good at is being a loudmouth. He can talk about how society is going to crumble and fall if people do not respect the dead, and then proceeds to rob the dead. When he fails to get anything substantial, he can talk endlessly about the existence of grave-robbing rats, black churches below Salem, and how his clinically diagnosed claustrophobia doesn't allow him to dig further into this rabbit hole, or rat hole. But since the person who allows Mason to run his cemetery business isn't interested in his theories, he gives him 1 week to return with a substantial amount of money. Or else, he'll find himself in one of the coffins in his own cemetery. So, he rushes to his coiner friend Julian Richings, and finds out that he's harboring a wealthy shipping merchant whose teeth are made of gold. However, when he finds out that he's going to be buried with the saber gifted to him by King George, he postpones his plans as he sees an opportunity to rob more from the man after his burial. Within the first 15 minutes, Natali does a fantastic job of establishing what kind of a person Mason is, what his central conflict is, and how he thinks he can solve his issues. Much like Lot 36, Graveyard Rats focuses on the lower class of society and the means they have to resort to in order to make a living. Hewlett does a fantastic job of painting a vivid picture of Mason, who is easy to hate because of his motor mouth. But there's an undercurrent of sadness to him since, as he aptly puts it, he is doing the best with the cards he has been dealt. Additionally, under the garb of a conspiracy theory centered around rats and satanic cults, Natali hints at the horrors that lie in Mason's path to retribution. Yes, religion plays a big part in this short film.